This man, when me wake up at 9,000 birds, me see a fly, I go up a Portland Hill. The bird, them a show me sign.
Are you leaving?
Yeah!
Where are you going?
Higher ground. Me I go a Portland Hill way bird then they too.
So me I get some food as you can see. Banana and whatever make it cost me have all a little room here to warm up your body.
We are here at Rocky Point in the parish of Clarendon, and it really is a sobering scene here as residents try to secure property as well as some of their boats as they anticipate the arrival of Hurricane Melissa.
Well, me just leave me house so me I come look at the boat, and when I come, oh my God, this man behind me, Jogi, Angie, son, bag about 13 away, 17 boat we all up. A man where I drop the boat said 25,000. We just move the boat from there to put it there, we couldn't afford it. So we have to get help one another and a job. But we know it's a serious storm this is going to affect Rocky Point. I know it.
How did Beryl affect you last year?
All know me no recover it yet. All know. It's just like about 9 months now me put on my house stop. Furniture them gone. I don't, but me know me I work with it till better, but now it gonna affect me more.
Me no do not be secure. This is not all about house, you know, sir. This is all about life. No house business, no, this, sir. This is all about life. So that's why you see me go gather up my stuff them.
What about family and friends here? Is everyone cooperating?
Yes, we are going good. We are going good because see the 19 boat we all up for morning now we dry up in no tractor, nothing, now we dry up in man's strength. We use to dry up it.
The Jamaica Urban Transit Company has sent transportation for the residents of the area, and some are refusing to go.
Mr. Pernell, and he said he's sending a bus by 2 o'clock for all the disabled people, the old people them, and parents with single mothers with lots of kids. He come last night and give away a phone card, and give away chapalin, and he have lots of mattress and package to give away, and everybody refused to go. They're not leaving their home. He can do more.
Please, mommy, please, pack up the necessary things and come. Let's go. Where are we gonna go? Close the shop and come. But yes, so some of them are so stubborn, they don't want to go. It's just like when no one want, and I tell them, say, leave, and they're not leaving. Because me feel the blunt of 2 hurricane. I was homeless for 5 months and 3 days. I know what it is. We don't take warning, see him lightly. But other persons have ulterior motives, because you know at that time them loot and all them something. But I am appealing to those persons, please to go to the shelter that the government assigned for you to go. Higher ground, they said go to very technical with a little distance from here and it is more safer, and person it still don't want to move.
Why do you think it's safer to stay than to go?
You know, we have to here to watch the boat, because remember the boat is there to travel on the water.
Yes, we can't run left the boat then. We can't run left the boat, because you know say a boat have to save if anything. You see me? We have to stay close to the boat then. We can't run, we have to run, come back, you see me?
None of them, make sure me I tell them so they can tell them. They say something that happen at time. And they're vulnerable. None of them can tell me about me lose house, and me lose this, and me want this, and me want that.
Hey, I don't all have a beer this side now. Station lane, look how I go on. Sea water rise up already, now boy.
If you're in a flood prone area, evacuate immediately, people. Oh my God. Listen, we have to go. Oh my God, the whole of my shoes wet.
Don't risk your life. Whatever you lose today, you can get back tomorrow. Please, this is a warning.
I see or something?
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. You've seen the videos at the start of it at Rocky Point and Old Harbour Bay. So we can kind of expect the worst. And based on what experts and relevant authority are saying, we are expecting a Category 5 hurricane to hit Jamaica this evening, following into about Tuesday evening. So Monday evening to Tuesday evening is when we are going to feel the wrath of this hurricane, Hurricane Melissa. I am going to let the relevant authority explain everything in intricate details and give you all the warning as it pertains to persons staying in low-lying area. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
We begin with the latest bulletin from the Meteorological Service of Jamaica. Melissa has strengthened into a powerful Category 5 hurricane south of the island. At 4 a.m., the center of Hurricane Melissa was 205 kilometers south-southwest of Kingston, or 167 kilometers south of Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth. Melissa is moving toward the west near 6 kilometers per hour. A slow turn toward the northwest and north is expected today and tonight, followed by a northeastward acceleration beginning on Tuesday. On the forecast track, the core of Melissa is expected to move near or over the island tonight and Tuesday. Maximum sustained winds have increased to near 260 kilometers per hour with higher gusts. Additional strengthening is forecast today, with some fluctuations in intensity likely before Melissa makes landfall on southwestern Jamaica as a powerful major hurricane early Tuesday. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 45 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward 315 kilometers. Data from Jamaica's Doppler radar show that the outer bands of Hurricane Melissa have been moving over mainly southern and eastern sections of Jamaica since Sunday evening and producing periods of light to moderate rainfall. Hurricane Melissa is expected to produce rainfall amounts reaching 350 to 750 millimeters over parts of Jamaica in the next few days, especially over central and eastern parishes, with higher amounts over hilly terrain. Catastrophic flash floods and landslides are likely. Tropical storm conditions are expected to spread over Jamaica today, and hurricane conditions are expected to begin tonight or early Tuesday. Life-threatening storm surge, accompanied by large and destructive waves, is likely along the south coast of Jamaica tonight, and on Tuesday peaking at 9 to 13 feet above ground level near and to the east of where the center of Melissa makes landfall. And meteorologist Romaine Robinson says Hurricane Melissa is expected to bring strong winds and heavy rains across the island today into tomorrow. He says the eye of the system could be very close to Jamaica this afternoon if it continues on the same trajectory.
Based on the track, it should be between about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, right? So that's Monday between 2 and 6. That's however, if things stay exactly as they are. There's also the likelihood that you don't see the eye of the system moving onshore until about Tuesday, or early Tuesday in the morning, and then passing over the island by the afternoon, Tuesday afternoon at about between 2 and about 5 p.m.
He says most of the country will experience hurricane force winds.
Most places across the island are expected to be under the influence of at least Category 3 winds based on the projection of the system and the current strength. More so tomorrow going into Tuesday. That's when the system is expected to move closest to the island based on the current track.
Meteorologist Romaine Robinson.
Now, people, you heard what the experts had to say. You heard what the persons that are forecasting exactly what is going to take place and give you a window of when. People, we really need to take heed. When it comes to a Category 5 hurricane, we see that it is as bad as it can get. Now, there are different categories in the 5, meaning that it can be bad and it can be worse. Either case, it is not going to be good for Jamaica, especially if you're residing in low-lying area. Based on the amount of strength of the winds, the water, the storm surge, everything just looks very, very bad. We should be prepared. This is one hurricane, especially a Category 5, in which persons should take it very serious. People, we just have to hope for the best, but kind of expect the worst. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Jamaicans be very aware of these wolves in sheep clothing. These persons who say that they are men of the cloth, however, they are some scammers, they are some shammers, they are some top choppers. And this appropriately applies to the person that I am going to speak about. He is a churchman known as Prophet Rowe. He has a huge congregation in which persons are listening to his BS, all sorts of things where I heal this one and heal that one. All the time, it is a big sham that is being perpetuated by the person that he is healing and his fellow co-collaborators, meaning conspirators and himself. I want you to take a look to our latest video that has been circulating all over social media, and then I'll give my piece.
They don't take command from my tail home. Pull the buckle. I come on you, my prophet brother Rowe. Pull the buckle. Pull the buckle. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. That's come when you tear blood, that's split up her body. You don't go back. Pull it back. Put it in front of you. In front of you. Put it in front of you like this. Drink it. Get it out. They're dying one by one. One by one. One by one they're dying. One by one. One by one. One by one. One by one. Go back to my exit. 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 Go back to my exit.
Now, people, this is my disclaimer before I proceed. I believe that there is a higher power. I believe that there's somebody that is governing over us. What I don't believe in is a lot of these false prophets, specifically this individual right here. First thing first, you hear how the people are intrigued. You hear how they were supporting him. You hear how they were cheering after he allegedly got rid of the demon, fixed the ailment of whatever this person was being bothered by. with the assistance of some orange Lucozade, I guess, and him blowing on that Lucozade. Heal the man, powerful man, man of God with power. People, if you believe that, you will believe that Hurricane Melissa is not coming to Jamaica. Hurricane Melissa is a figment of our imagination. That means you'll believe anything, including that the cow jumped over the moon. The fact is that this is what we call a scam and sham being perpetuated right in the church, in the house of God. These people actually have the audacity to have these jackasses sitting down, men and women with their children, and being scammed, sham, and bamboozled right in front of their faces, and then they cheer on being scammed and shammed. This is what we call bad acting. Not only these people kind of put this story together, meaning the one that have some sorts of ailment, possessed by some sorts of demon, and then like the 3-card man, them round these prophets, everybody a scam, everybody a sham. The only people that don't know is the congregation, the majority of jackasses, sheep. We've all seen this before. The latest example that we got is Mr. Kevin Smith that fooled a whole bunch of these jackasses. When will they learn? When will the relevant authority, including TVJ or CVM, that post these false prophets on a Sunday basis or Saturday basis, weekly basis? People, as I stand here or as I sit here, I would bet my life that this is a sham, this is a scam. However, I would bet you're going to have a whole bunch of jackasses that tell me, say, this man is a prophet and he is a real deal like Holyfield. Well, people, you can believe whatever you want. To believe and to know is two different things. Like them say, believe KILLS and it cures. A lot of these persons are going to always believe until they go to their grave with their stupidity. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news based on the video that you saw at the start of this is that we see that Jamaicans don't really take anything seriously. They do not heed to warning, especially when that warning is inevitable, when that warning is very serious. So the video that you just saw, this individual decided that he wants to go in the tree and chop some limb in the high wind, risk his life, risk everything. Well, people, one other individual decided that during this storm, he was going to go and chop down some trees. This is his picture on the screen as I speak. Unfortunately for him, he did not make it. He was electrocuted. Rushed to the hospital, however, the severities of his electrocution body was too much for him to live. So people, may just say, this is a very serious time when persons need to heed the warning of the inevitable, of the danger that actually exists in this hurricane. The people that don't take it seriously are the persons that usually end up on the SHITTY side of the fence. People, do the right thing or the wrong thing is going to do you. Point blank and period.
Big fool should not go on with. See the people over there now.
Wanna for stop it, man! For stop it! Wanna for stop it! You tell the man for suck him, mother! Members of the alive, yeah! Members of the alive!
So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a couple of videos that have been making their rounds on social media. Call it Civilian versus Police, the 1 billionth edition. Now, people, it is said to have taken place in a Rockfort. Don't know the circumstances as to how the police and civilians got into any sorts of verbal turned physical confrontation. One thing that I do know, places like Rockfort, one of the worstest of the worstest volatile communities. Community that is known for a whole bunch of takeaway, a whole bunch of gang violence, and a whole bunch of friend killers. Maybe the worstest of the worstest in Jamaica. Other places are bad, but Rockfort is one of those places that is as bad as it can get. Now, people, that means that a lot of persons like to harbor criminal elements because they are beneficiaries of the proceeds of crime. Everybody knows that there's always some sorts of gang violence. It is like a volcano remain dormant for a little while, but after they kick off. These people seems as if they find comfort, they find safety in the gangsters versus the police. I don't know why they really stick to that concept because it makes absolutely no sorts of sense. Because most criminal elements are leeches. Most criminal elements use the people and pretty much do not give them anything. So I am not saying that I am justifying it if there is a symbiotic relationship, meaning that some sorts of Robin Hood syndrome. However, in most cases, all these people do is leech off of the people and put their lives in imminent danger. However, for some reason, persons seems to be psychologically screwed in their minds, so they think that they should support the criminal elements and go against the police. Such is the case in this case. And again, like I said, this is my disclaimer. Don't know the details as to exactly what took place, but just speak in a general terms. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if it is only whenever there's a storm or hurricane, natural disaster in Jamaica, that things kind of get relatively quiet. With the exception of that one incident in a Rockfort where the police and civilians had a clash. We see that a young man in a place known as Old Harbour lost his life. Based on the information, it is said that he was in a confrontation with the police and people based on the recent history and the culture that we see in Jamaica. The police, they are not playing. Whenever you take on the police, more than likely you're going to either end up in the big yard or end up in the graveyard or both. Now, people, I don't know the circumstances as to how this man lost his life. What I do know, whatever the circumstances are, you should be very careful when it comes to the police. This man did not make it to ride out the storm. He is now on a chariot riding to the afterlife, unfortunately for him and his family. If he was a good man, we are very sorry, we are very sympathetic. However, if he was a criminal element, there's going to be no sorts of sympathy. If you know about this man and know the circumstances as to how he lost his life, let me know in the comment section, point blank and period.